Brian forgot to watch Dragon Ball, so he's a bitch. But we still got plenty to talk about.
So we will not be talking about Dragon Ball this episode. We will do it next episode.
So I got to save everything I have to talk about with Gotham for next episode.
My bad. But we do have a lot to be talking about. We have a new episode of Reacher came out. We have a new episode of the Gemstones. 2 new episodes of Daredevil. And we reviewed Novacaine.
Yeah. Did they even announce that they're just going to drop 2 episodes?
Yeah, the release schedule came out like a month or so ago, and there are some weeks where we're getting 2 episodes.
Oh, okay.
So
I can see that because the 5th episode was just...
Yeah, it was just a filler episode.
Yeah.
But it was a good episode.
It was a good episode.
Okay, but before we start, we got some movie news. Some light, some major. First, I would like to just talk about the new Final Destination trailer that came out. Holy crap. My most anticipated movie of the year was Fantastic Four. Currently, it's Final Destination. As a longtime fan of the series, ever since I was a little boy, I love this show, or this movie. I cannot wait to see this new one, because from the trailer, it looks like it's going to connect all of the Final Destination movies. So... the theory that I've got going, in the trailer, you see her grandma say, she saved a bunch of people many, many years ago. And now, because of that, there's many generations of different families that shouldn't even be alive. And she hands her a notebook. And in the notebook, you see the plane crash from the first one, the truck crash from the second one. And so I think all the people having premonitions are people that she saved in the past, like their ancestors.
Yeah.
So that's going to be really cool. I'd really appreciate them tying that in. I think it's awesome. And we got to see the late, great Tony Todd, who is a horror icon. And he was in this trailer, and I was watching something where he was fighting cancer at the moment. And in the trailer, you can see he's very skinny and looks sickly. And just to have him come back for this last role as he was dying, what a G. What a dude. But... so, you got any thoughts about that?
No.
I didn't think so. Here's something we do need to talk about, though. Today, Marvel released a 5-hour-long live stream where every 20 minutes they announced a new cast member for Doomsday.
Yeah.
Why?
Failure of Snow White. Disney's trying to make you forget that they did that. So
Disney is desperate right now.
It's like, hey. Marvel's been in decline. Snow White sucked. What? Look who we got. They're just sliding over the paper. Look who we got right there.
That's so true, because in this reveal, we get that most of the OG X-Men are coming back from the Fox universe.
Yeah.
That really was Marvel. Like, they were saving that for like Secret Wars, and it's like, what can we do to recover from this financially? Here's some hype on the new Marvel movie coming out. Yeah. So in this reveal, we have the basics that we knew were going to be there: Chris Hemsworth, Paul Rudd, Ant-Man, Thor, stuff like that. But Namor is going to be coming back, which I thought was pretty cool. The entire Fantastic Four is coming back. Like, they haven't been out yet, but they'll be coming back for Doomsday. The entire Thunderbolts is coming back.
When's it set to release?
2026, I think. 2026. Then,
so next year.
Yeah, and then Secret Wars 2027. And then, maybe this was a train of thought. The entire Fantastic Four is coming back, and the entire Thunderbolts, but I think they spoiled the Thunderbolts because Taskmaster's not coming back. Everyone except for Taskmaster's coming back.
I mean, Taskmaster is just a normal assassin, though.
Yeah, so I think he gets killed, and she gets killed. Good riddance.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ruined my boy. I was honestly shocked that there were a lot of names we didn't see. We didn't see Doctor Strange. We didn't see the Hulk. We didn't, like Mark Ruffalo. We didn't see any of the Marvels. We didn't see, I was really shocked we didn't see Moon Knight. I'm not saying he's a big character, but, I would think with the Disney Plus show, they were trying to set him up to come back in one of these movies. Yeah. Hopefully he's in Secret Wars.
I'd like for Moon Knight to come back.
In my opinion, Moon Knight was one of the better shows.
Yeah.
I really recommend not. I was really shocked at the names we didn't see, and one of the biggest names we didn't see is Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is Secret Wars is the comics where he gets the.
Right. Well, this is Doomsday. Secret Wars is next.
Oh.
But you would think, because Doomsday is supposed to transition straight into Secret Wars, and that's where he gets the black symbiote suit. So I think there's a lot of the cast they haven't announced yet.
Yeah, it's hard for me to see. We've talked about it before, but it's still hard for me to imagine that how they're going to make Robert Downey Jr. Doomsday.
Dr. Doom?
Yeah. Yeah, I said Doomsday,
Yeah,
Dr. Doom.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm still on the edge. I think he's a variant.
Yeah.
Like a Tony Stark variant, I think. Don't quote me on that because I could be wrong, but I'm almost positive he's a variant. Also, like I said, that's the names that they didn't release. Was Spider-Man. Spider-Man's their moneymaker. When I say that the OG X-Men are coming back, we're talking Patrick Stewart. We're talking Ian McKellen.
Yeah.
We're talking the guy who played Beast. Can't remember his name. Nightcrawler. Mystique. And the big one was James Marsden.
Yeah.
Yeah, James Marsden as Cyclops. Hands down the best person to ever play Cyclops.
What's-her-face isn't coming back to play Jean?
No, and Halle Berry isn't coming back to play Storm. As of right now. I think there's a lot more to this cast. That like you said, I think they're grabbing right now, and they need to recover from a devastating box office weekend, so that they was like, here's some characters we were saving for. So yeah. I think the fact that they're giving us these characters, there's bigger ones around the corner.
Yeah.
So,
because why would you just give us these random characters, like, especially Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, he's Captain America now.
Like, we know he's coming back.
Like, yeah, if you I would even if he is still the Falcon, I really wouldn't be too surprised that he was in an Avengers movie.
Right, exactly. And I honestly believe that the marketing ploy for this, like the whole 5-hour live stream, was the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, that
I think they wanted to see how much attention they could still get.
Oh, absolutely. Again, their company, they can do whatever they want, and we could always come back and check on the live stream. But to have some people because some content creators were sitting there just watching it live. They had a live stream going, watching it live.
What was they even doing?
They were like talking about theories as they came out, or they were playing video games, like live streaming games, while having that live stream in the corner. I watched many different.
I mean, like, what was the live stream going on about for 5 hours to where they couldn't just name these people?
I don't know.
You didn't watch it?
No. What do you mean, like
the Marvel live?
Oh, stream. The live event was them they would show a name on a chair and then move every 20 minutes to the next chair.
That's stupid.
Thank you. Yes, so it would show a casting chair, and the first one was like Chris Hemsworth, and then it would move down a little bit and show you the next one, and then move down a little bit and show you the next one, every 20 minutes.
Okay, yeah, that was to see how much people cared.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know why they couldn't just give us all the names at once. I think that was very dumb and unnecessary.
Yeah, that was just to see who cared. Like,
honestly, I hate to say this, and I'm going to say it. As this goes on, I'm getting more and more on the DC bandwagon.
What do you mean?
Because Marvel I'm losing more and more over Marvel. Like, they're grasping for dear life. Like to do something like this stupid as a marketing ploy.
Honestly, it's not even that they have a lack of characters now. It's just they won't do anything right.
Right. It's not a lack of characters. It's a lack of people who write the movies having knowledge of the source material.
Yeah.
Like, that's why a lot of this stuff's failing, because it's not accurate.
Oh, have we talked about the new God of War series yet?
No, we will get to that after this.
Okay.
Because I want to talk about that too.
Yeah. But yeah, to not I can understand not copying the source material verbatim. Like, I get that. But to not have anything about just to use the character's name is ridiculous.
Oh, 100%. I agree. I'm telling you, that's just them having writers that don't know the source material, which is aggravating. But I think the thing that I'm most... And honestly, they didn't have Hugh Jackman announced. They didn't have Ryan Reynolds announced, which you know they're coming back.
Maybe Hugh Jackman.
No, Ryan Reynolds has to come back too.
I don't know. They dropped Johnny Depp.
I know the whole big controversy right now.
Yeah.
But no, you saw how much Deadpool and Wolverine made.
Yeah, do you know how much money Pirates of the Caribbean made?
Okay, fair.
But then again, when they did that...
They learned a lesson.
No, when they did that, Pirates of the Caribbean was kind of over.
Oh, yeah, like the last 2 movies were on a decline.
Yeah.
So, I agree. But the biggest announcement that I was excited about for this whole casting, other than the OG X-Men, we're getting more Channing Tatum as Gambit.
Yeah.
I love Gambit. I love the comic books of Gambit. I love him in the comics. I love him in X-Men 97. I love everything about this character. When I was younger, my uncle would always give me comic books, and I had comic books about Gambit that I read all the time. He's one of my favorite characters, and Channing Tatum done him the most justice, I felt like. So I'm really excited to see him return for Doomsday. I did not expect him to come back in Doomsday. I expected to see him in Secret Wars, but I didn't expect to see him in Doomsday.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I'm really happy about that. Anything you want to say about this casting?
No, but I will say, I keep seeing, like, I'm pretty sure they're all fake news, but like Henry Cavill's casted for World War Hulk or whatever. I'm like, none of it's from credible sources or anything like that, but it just really makes me want like it doesn't even have to be a movie. It could just be a series, but I want a series about the Hulk or something.
Well, they can't do that though, right?
Yeah, I know, because Universal.
Yeah.
But they could do a deal with Universal like they did Spider-Man with Sony.
I agree.
But I don't know why they won't do that.
Because I agree with you. I want nothing more than to see like a Hulk miniseries. You don't have to call it World War Hulk or whatever it is. You don't have to call it that. Just give us a Hulk miniseries. I would like to see a World War Hulk miniseries.
Yeah.
Because again, his son Scar in the comic books, that's a great comic book line. Like that is a great story. And I would like to see that in an adaptation. And I know we're going to see Scar in hopefully Doomsday. Did you see the concept art leaks?
No.
Okay, so someone who worked for Marvel, and correct me if I'm wrong, anyone, but from what I've heard, this guy who leaked the concept art worked for Marvel. It was released and then it was taken down. And the guy didn't get fired or something like that. He still has a job. They done that on purpose. They leaked the concept art on purpose.
Yeah.
We got to see pictures of Emperor Doom, him in a castle with his wife Sue Storm.
Yeah.
So hopefully the Sue we're going to see is a variant, and that might be his wife. And we got to see Doctor Strange as his like enforcer, as like a cop, like who sits next to the throne. And then we get to see villagers in his like Emperor world or whatever, and it's Hulk and Scar and She-Hulk, and it's a bunch of Hulk people in the village. You gotta look up this concept art; it's really cool. That's why I was surprised when we didn't get Mark Ruffalo or anyone announced in the casting and Doctor Strange, because if this concept art is real, which I would bank on it is, because it's from a reliable source.
Yeah.
So I think they're just hiding all that because that's their big plays.
I wonder if it's going to reveal who the main timeline's anchor being is.
Oh, I don't know. You want to take a bet on who that is?
I seen something where Kevin Feige was like, no, it's not Iron Man. I think I saw that.
I think it's Iron Man.
Huh?
I think it's Iron Man. That'd explain why everything's falling apart now.
I'm gonna say it's like either it has to be Iron Man, or it's just gonna be some unknown lesser character that they're just like, yeah, that's Todd.
That's Todd. What was Deadpool's guy's name? Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just they have
Yeah,
a
it's
Peter.
just Peter.
They have a Peter there, and he's just the anchor being.
Yeah, Peter's the anchor being for the main MCU.
I think we'll see. That's how they'll announce somebody like. No, I wouldn't say it's Blade, but somebody like Blade. Like that's how like they'll be like, oh, he's the anchor being.
Yeah.
Like we might get that eventually. I would like to know who the anchor being is, because that was a whole new concept that was introduced through Deadpool. I would like for Deadpool to come into this universe and he be our universe's anchor being all along. Like his destiny was to come to our timeline.
I don't know.
That would be cool.
That would make sense, seeing as how he had to take him out of his universe. The TVA had to take him out before they secretly destroyed his universe.
Right. I think that makes sense. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the casting unless you have anything else.
No.
So let's talk about this God of War game.
Oh yeah,
Brother. Come on now.
No, yeah, the guy said he's never played the games. Like that's absolutely ridiculous. You shouldn't be anywhere near this.
Yeah, I agree. So we both are massive fans of God of War. As is 90% of the population. God of War was greenlit for 2 seasons. And we don't have any information on who's playing Kratos, who's playing anyone. If it's either going to take place in the Greek pantheon or the Norse pantheon, we have no information on any of that. And then we have this bozo come on an interview and is like,
yeah, I've never played the game.
Never even touched the game. I tried once. Like,
yeah, I tried once, but I don't like it.
He said, I'm not a gamer. Don't touch my property then.
Yeah.
Like, don't touch this gaming property at all. Like, what is wrong with these people?
Yeah.
And I'm even more shocked it's coming from Amazon.
Yeah, after they made Fallout.
Yeah, after they completely aced the Fallout game, like perfect.
Yeah, they didn't even copy any of the stories from the games.
No, they made their own.
Yeah.
And they didn't even really market this. They marketed a little bit because they were confident in their product. Dude, why? Why take a huge step backwards? We are okay. As a society, when it comes to gaming shows, we're doing good. We're doing good. Then we have one big failure that sends us back.
Yeah.
Like Last of Us, great. Fallout, fantastic. God of War's going to send us back 2 steps. We can't get ahead because they keep hiring bozos like this guy. And even if he hasn't played the game, don't tell us.
Yeah. You shouldn't have said anything about it.
No, because now you're gonna get ripped apart by the community who loves this game. Like you can't go publicly on an interview and say, "Oh yeah, this game everyone loves. I've never even touched it."
Yeah, that'd be like trying to make a movie from a book and saying I've never read the book. I don't know what's going on.
I know the main characters. I know how the basics of the story.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude!
I can tell you right now, they're gonna rewrite the story so freaking much.
I know.
Which there's enough content in the games to make a really good series.
Oh yeah, 100%. But they have to stick to the content.
Honestly, Fallout, they did their own story, and they made it perfect. Right? They didn't show me anything that I hadn't seen in the game.
Right.
I mean, they showed me stuff I couldn't see in the game.
Right.
Right. But things like God of War, I think, should just stay in their own medium.
Oh yeah, because like with Fallout, you played Fallout 4 multiple times, haven't you?
Yeah,
I have too. So each playthrough that I played with Fallout is a different experience.
Yeah.
Each time I pick it up like maybe once or twice a year, and I'll play it, and my character go with a different faction, do a whole new story, and each time is different. That means with the show, they can make their own story and just use elements from the show or from the game that will make a good show. Kratos, on the other hand, has one playthrough, one story, and one bit of...
it's all one linear story.
Yeah.
And to say that he couldn't get through the games, there is a mode on the game where I just want story.
Yeah.
Like
no challenge.
You can kill the enemies in one hit.
Yeah.
I just want stories.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, I know.
Like, that's ridiculous.
I was hyped for the God of War. I still kind of am, but I know it's going to be bad.
People are saying they want Triple H to be Kratos.
I could. I don't know. That's kind of iffy. I'm all right with it. He's big enough.
He's got the size, and he could definitely play the Norse version for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. But I don't know if he could play the Greek version.
Yeah.
Who would you like to play Kratos personally?
I don't know.
I don't either. I saw a lot of fan castings for The Rock.
No, that's ridiculous.
I agree.
No,
I agree.
do not. No.
Don't put The Rock in this.
The director probably will.
He probably will. Listen, he probably won't even have the white skin. He probably won't even have the ashes skin. Like,
oh my god, that's ridiculous.
I'll bet you money he doesn't have the ash skin or the like. How much you want to bet he doesn't have the skin or the tattoos? The red tattoos.
Okay. At that point,
It's a whole new story.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
You're just taking a name, and that shit pisses me off.
And too many people have done it and got away with it.
I won't say they've gotten away with it.
No, yeah, they do get a lot of scrutiny online about it. I saw one casting. He's not really an actor that I know of. He's the voice actor for Kratos, Christopher Judd. I've seen a lot of people wanting him to play Kratos.
He could do it.
He's a big dude. I would be all right with that.
Yeah.
And we know he's got the voice.
Yeah, he's just. I don't know if he's like. I don't know. Anytime I've seen him, it's been in an interview, face up.
Oh, he's a big guy.
I know he looks big, like his shoulders are broad and everything. But is he fat or is he just?
No, he's fit.
Okay.
Yeah.
He could do it.
Yeah, I think he could. I think he'd be a great cast. Side note: have you seen him at the Game Awards, the Video Game Awards? Him crapping on Call of Duty.
No.
Okay, so back when Modern Warfare 3 came out, their campaign took you like just a handful of hours. Like it was the shortest Call of Duty campaign to date. Like it wasn't even 8 hours long. Stupidly short. He came out and he said something about how long like the live stream was or something like the gaming live stream. He's like, oh, we've been out here for 2 hours. And like he said, and that's longer than this year's Call of Duty campaign. I thought it was hilarious. Apparently, the game developers took to Twitter and just bashed him for it. It was like, we're a gaming community. We're supposed to it's like to make a good game.
Yeah, that's something else that makes me mad. Like if you're a part of a community or something like that, and he's like, you can't just bash us. Like we're supposed to stick together. We'll make good content.
Yeah,
Make good content.
Make good content. You won't get bashed.
But.
I have no hopes for this God of War. I want to have some, but it's taking every fiber of my being to even.
I have no hope for this show.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna hate watch the hell out of it.
No, you can't. Okay, look, you can't hate watch it. You gotta go in with a good mindset.
I'm going. Like I'm not saying I'm going to for sure. I'm saying I'm probably going to.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
I'm gonna wait until I see at least a trailer maybe before I know for sure, or some set photos.
What's going to piss me off is if they wait like the entire season to like make his skin all white,
Hash him up.
Yeah, like that's going to piss me off. I don't want a whole season as an origin story.
Yeah, that'd be ridiculous.
I want
first episode origin story.
I would be alright with the first two, maybe 1.5. Like, but yeah, I agree. It should be one. And
I don't think they're going to go with the Greek pantheon.
I don't think they will either because you know how bad, or you know how much the Norse pantheon story has sold more than the Greek pantheon.
Yeah, no, it is crap ton more.
Yeah, so they're going to go with where the money's at.
Yeah,
which, in my personal opinion, I think is stupid. I'm all for Norse stuff. I'm all for Vikings. That's my favorite thing to like learn about is the Norse pantheon and all the Greek or Norse gods. Love it. But you have to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
He was a Spartan. How is he going to explain all that? Like, how are you going to explain that he's ashed up? Like, how are you going to explain that he had a family before? I don't want to see it in flashbacks. I want to see it from the beginning.
Yeah.
So. But yeah, we'll probably hate watch it.
Yeah, we're probably going to end up hate watching it.
I'm going in with an open mind.
Before I open my mind up, I'm gonna check out some set photos and trailers and stuff. As of right now, after that bullshit, I haven't played the games. Like, no, it's closed right now. Fuck you.
Yeah,
Go to hell.
That bozo should never have been a part of the game. I would like to see who they have to play Atreus. Because I know everyone's...
If they go with the Norse Pantheon.
I know everyone is fan-casting Tom Holland. Everyone and their mom has fan-casted Tom Holland.
Anytime there's a scrawny white boy, Tom Holland's casted.
I know.
Fan-casted.
Like, he's good. I love Tom Holland, but just don't put him in everything.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to ruin his career, is just throw him around.
Typecast him into everything that he... Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he should have played Nathan Drake.
Oh, I loved him as Nathan Drake.
No, it just didn't make sense to me.
I don't know who would have played it better than Mark Wahlberg. A young Mark Wahlberg. He obviously couldn't play it now.
Yeah.
Maybe he actually could have played it now. He wasn't that like he's old, but he don't look that old.
No, he don't look that old.
I honestly think he
I mean, it would have looked better than Robert De Niro's CGI'd face into
in the Irishman. Yeah, it's bad. Honestly, I will say I didn't think Mark Wahlberg played a good Sully.
No,
you had to have an old, gray, white-haired man like.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It didn't make sense.
Yeah, you're right. I think he would have made it better.
Because Tom Holland looks like a little kid.
He does. I don't know. There's a shot in the movie where they're flying the pirate ship, and he gets up and he finally gets his shoulder holster. I've been waiting the whole movie for him to get. Puts it on, and he's holding onto one of the strings, and I'm like, yeah, holy crap, he looks just like Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Like, but anyway, you ready to move on, or you got anything else to say?
I'm good.
Okay. So first off, we got here is Reacher. Tell me what you thought about this episode of Reacher.
It was honestly, this episode was kind of boring.
I agree. It set up a lot for the finale. That's all it did.
It was just a setup episode.
Do you think it was a good idea, or it was wise of them to go to her boss or not?
Oh, you mean the ATF?
Yeah, the ATF. That's what I meant. Yeah.
No.
Right. Just let Reacher handle them.
I mean, you've already committed atrocious crimes.
Yeah,
like you've already shit all over the bed on this.
Yeah.
Like, just at this point, just let him handle it how he wants to handle it.
Right. I think he deserves it.
Yeah. Like, and now that you've got the ATF involved, he's ready to just give up on his life to kill this guy.
Oh, yeah.
So now you're shitting in his bed, too.
I love how she said, if you do this, you'll be on the run, like moving from town to town off the grid. And he's like, oh, sounds just like what I've been doing before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Yeah, but it'd be pretty easy to track when he collects his money every month.
That's true. That is true. I don't know. He could call Neely and she could work around it probably.
Probably.
I don't know.
But I don't think he'd do that because I don't think he'd want to get Neely in trouble.
That's true. I love Neely. She's such a good character.
Yeah.
And I also I don't know what that was. The whole season we've been hearing about this girl that she's put undercover and has gone missing. I really like how they went and visited her mom or grandma or something. I feel like this show, we did care about the girl. Like, we know enough to care about her. We know her life's in danger, and she was kind of...
I don't know. She kind of feels like, what's-his-face from season 1? The husband that went missing. That went to prison with Reacher at first.
Hubbard, isn't he?
I think so. Hubbard or something like that.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But I think this last episode where they were talking to her grandma or mom, I think it gave the character a little more depth. Made me care about her a little bit more.
Yeah.
So
I can see that.
Yeah. I again, this episode was nothing special. We don't really have a lot to say about this one because it was a setup episode.
It really was because the last thing that showed on the episode was just him being like, Neely called him or he called Neely one and he's telling her what's about to go on. She's like, what do you mean? I'm following the buyers right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, what do you mean? It's a setup.
Yep. It's a classic. Like in these kind of shows, every season usually has a setup right before the finale.
Yeah.
Where everything kind of puts the characters in dire situations where when the finale starts, they can just start it. And that's what we're going to see next week, and I think we'll have a better review for it next week.
I don't know. How long is the next episode supposed to be?
Like an hour.
Okay. Because I've been waiting for him to fight that big dude.
He'll do it in this episode.
And I was kind of hoping like the really big dude would be the main bad guy.
Yeah, but I think he was too dumb to be the main bad guy.
Yeah, I know, but like, why couldn't it just be like another bigger Reacher?
No, I agree. I would like to see someone as big as him be like the main antagonist. That would be really cool.
Yeah, but I've never read the book, so
Huh?
Have you read the books?
I've read most of the fourth one. So, yeah. I've recently when we reviewed it last, I believe I was in the middle of the third one, but I'm now in the middle of the fourth one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I listen to them a lot, audiobooks,
Yeah.
driving back and forth to work and all over.
Yeah, I really don't like McCabe though.
McCabe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really supposed to like him.
Yeah. No.
That's the dad, right?
What? No.
That's the main. That's
the
main
Chinese
antagonist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm horrible with names. Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to like him. You're supposed to be a cold-blooded killer.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he recognizes Reacher, and I think that's going to become apparent.
I don't know, because like, what reason does he have to hide from Reacher? I mean, at that moment when they met each other, what reason did he have to hide from Reacher?
I mean, you're right, but
because like he was surrounded by guns.
you're right. Maybe he doesn't recognize Reacher. I think you will end up recognizing the end of the show.
Yeah. Like, in the least, like if he recognized Reacher, like he could have just like, even if he thought Reacher was going to shoot him in the face, if he thought he recognized him, he could have just walked away and be like,
Ain't no that guy.
yeah,
Just signals.
yeah.
But
just make a just
then a
make
sniper just takes Reacher out.
Yeah. Just
what's that? They call a Cherokee in?
Yeah.
The Cherokee he has on standby.
running water, get it.
It's a good one. I'm really looking forward to the finale, though.
Yeah.
I feel like this season of Reacher has just flown by. You started in at like episode 4 or 5, didn't you?
Yeah, they had like 4 or 5 episodes done on this season when I started it.
I feel like it's gone by too quick.
Yeah. What was it?
But I'm done with Reacher.
Also, Duffy is also my least favorite love interest.
Oh, yeah, 110%. I don't know if I prefer Roscoe or what was that one woman in season 2?
I can't remember her name.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't know which one I prefer over those two.
Yeah. I mean, it would... Roscoe doesn't... Like, in the long term, if we're looking at, like, marriage here, Roscoe just doesn't make sense.
Right.
Because he's known the other one longer.
Yeah. I would like to see her again.
Roscoe?
No, the other one.
Oh, yeah.
I'd really like to see her again.
I mean, she is in the 110th, so, you know.
We probably will.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like in season 2, those characters had the best chemistry with one another. Anything else you want to say about it?
No, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I'm going to talk about it next week whenever you finish Dragon Ball. But I noticed Roscoe in Gotham the other day.
Was she in Gotham?
Yeah, she wasn't a main character or anything, but
It's been years since I've seen Gotham.
There's 2 characters in Gotham that I've noticed. Roscoe, she is in Gotham. She is a victim of a serial killer. And then the captain is Fisk's mayor assistant.
Okay. I did not know that. Yeah.
Okay.
I remember that one.
Yeah. So there's that. We can talk about that next week.
Yeah, we'll definitely get that talked about next week. I want to try to finish season 1 Gotham too, but I'll watch a recap or something and be able to talk.
What do you think's going to happen to the dad?
He's dead.
You think he's dead?
I think he's dead. Yeah. Like I think he's gonna die.
I think he'll go to prison.
I don't think he'll go to prison. I think during this whole next gunfight in the last episode, he's gonna get caught in the crossfire, or taken hostage by McCabe.
Well, nobody's at the buyer spot where he is.
They'll find their way there.
I think Reacher, Duffy, and what's his face. I'm pretty sure the other male DEA agent, the old one.
Yeah, he's probably gonna die too.
Yeah, he's gonna die.
Yeah, they made him too much of a likable character. Normally, when a character is extremely likable like that, and they're like a really good side character, and they keep talking about, "Oh, this was my last case for retirement," or "I was retired," or whatever he keeps saying, that's usually a big indication he's gonna die.
Yeah. The reason I don't think the dad is gonna die is because he keeps talking about how I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die or go to jail.
Yeah.
There's no good way out of this for me. So
honestly, jail time wouldn't be that bad. I mean,
yeah. I think he'll go to jail, and it'll be a happy ending for the son because he can still go and visit his dad in jail.
It may be.
And his son has all this newfound wealth.
Plot twist: the son dies.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't be surprised either.
Like honestly, a character I know for a fact Reacher's not gonna die.
No, he's got 13 more seasons in him, I'd say.
Yeah. Honestly, the only character to die that would surprise me would be Duffy.
Right. Because normally his love interests live.
Yeah. Or Neely.
No, I don't think Neely will die.
I don't think Neely will die. That's what I'm saying. It'd really surprise me.
Yeah.
But you can usually tell when a character's about to die because they start getting like a lot of backstory.
I would also like to say before we continue with that all my theories, I leave all the books out because there are major differences in the shows versus the books.
Yeah.
So my theories aren't going on how the book ends.
Yeah.
Like I would much rather have my own theory because it is a TV show and its own adaptation.
However, I don't think that Neely is going to come out of this unscathed.
No, I think something will happen to her.
I think, something else. I think she's either going to get held hostage or hurt really bad, and it's just going to make Reacher Hulk out.
Yeah. Well,
because again, it's like he used to have somebody like Neely, and McCabe killed her, tortured her. I think he's going to try and do something like that with Neely.
That's probably what's going to happen.
That's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
I'd bet like he gets the upper hand.
Because she's following him, and nobody else is with her.
Right. He gets the upper hand on her, ties her up like he did the other girl, starts torturing her. Reacher gets a PTSD flashback of what he saw.
Yeah.
And it's right in the middle of the fight of the big guy, and then it just gives him like a burst of strength, and he just starts going to work.
Okay, so
that's my prediction.
McCabe for sure is going to die.
Yeah.
I'm 100% positive that he's going to die.
Yeah.
How do you think he's going to die?
I don't know.
Or how do you think Reacher's going to kill him?
I don't know. I don't think he's going to throw him off the cliff like he did in the first one. I think he's going to confirm his death this time. I want to think he's going to beat him to death.
That's what I was thinking.
Because he deserves it.
Yeah.
And Reacher hates this guy. So I feel like what I just said is going to happen. Like he's going to get Neely like that, and it's going to trigger him in a flashback, and he's just going to lose it and beat this guy to a pulp. That's my prediction.
Yeah.
But I'm having a great time with the show. I think Reacher's going to be.
All right, so season finale next week.
Yeah, we'll be reviewing that next week. So, Gemstones. Tim, what you think about this episode?
I'm not going to go into this episode just yet. I was kind of mad.
Why?
Because the last episode, he was flying up on a jetpack.
And never told you.
like he just flew up on a jetpack, and I was like half expecting like him to fall, crash, do something.
The next episode opened up with him like on the ground.
Yeah, I was expecting something like that, but no.
I was too. Or whenever he was confronting that guy and he said, looks like 2 gemstones took a fall today or something like that.
Yeah.
I was expecting him to re-referencing that. And him say, like he fell out of the sky. But no, he's talking about BJ falling off the stripper pole.
Yeah.
One big gripe I have about this episode. You already know it. no Baby Billy. Not a single scene of Baby Billy.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Maybe they'll do a spin-off series, Baby Billy.
I hope so. I would, dude. Listen, they give me a spin-off series about Baby Billy. That would be my favorite show.
Yeah, it probably would. Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers.
Give me that. Give me that show. I want that on a T-shirt.
Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers.
Next week, I'm having a shirt.
I gotta go. I got a taping of Baby Billy's Bible Bunkers. Baby Billy is the best character in this show.
He's the best character, I think, in any comedy. Like, name me someone funnier than him. Like,
he's just a really good actor.
he really is. Like, he can be serious. He can be funny.
Like he's Cecil in Invincible.
Invincible, yeah. Like, awesome. And I recently watched him in a drama called The Last Days of Tommy Lee Gray, and he plays a doctor. And he was really good in that role. Like, extremely good.
I think he's actually from Kentucky.
Is he?
I think so. I'm not positive.
Makes sense. He was in Justified.
He's in Justified.
That was the first time I ever saw him. Was Justified.
Yeah. The second thing I saw him in after that was something. It had Jesse Eisenberg in it. It was based in West Virginia. Kristen Stewart. Jesse Eisenberg's a sleeper agent. American Ultra.
American Ultra, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good movie.
That's the second thing I've seen him in.
He's in that movie?
Yeah, he's the...
He's seen it in a minute.
He's one of the other sleeper agents that gets sent after Jesse Eisenberg.
Oh, shoot. I ain't seen it in a minute. I want to go ahead and watch that.
He's the crazy one. It's like, you took my tea.
I love... And he is also the ghoul in Fallout.
Yeah.
Which... That's a role he might have been born to play. Because he is fan-freaking-tastic.
Did you hear about him scared? Like, he fell asleep in his makeup and scared the hell out of himself?
No.
Yeah, he, like, fell asleep in his makeup and he forgot he was wearing it. And he went to the bathroom or something like that and seen himself in the mirror. And it's like, scared him to death.
That's something I would do.
That is something I would do, too.
I love Baby Billy, and I wish he was in this episode. This episode was kind of... Again, nothing really it was kind of lackluster for me. It was funny at times.
It cracked me up. Families full of shadowcasters. I can't even say it right.
Oh my gosh, the scene where BJ falls off the pole and like that whole concept's hilarious.
Walking him out of the hospital. They wasn't
even looking at him. What are you looking at? He just smacks him. Like that was too good.
Daddy don't get no pussy.
I love how I don't know the guy's name.
Daddy's Rizless.
That was funny. I laughed way too hard at that. Daddy's Rizless. Yeah. Like, I don't know the guy's name. You probably don't tell me, but I think it's hilarious that they have Stifler in this.
Oh yeah, Sean William Scott.
Yeah, I think he's hilarious. Like. Granted, we ain't seen him be real funny yet.
Yeah, no.
But he
tried to make fun of his wife. He's like, I'm just ripping.
Oh, my gosh.
You can't rip on me. I'm your wife. It's not funny. Oh, just a little rip. Just a little ripping.
That's hilarious. Yeah. It's like, we're just ripping on you. It's like, he's like, I wish I had some siblings I can rip with.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, this is peak comedy. I really do like Gemstones.
Yeah. Sucks as this last season.
It does, but honestly, if I could have anything in the world, I would have them drop this and give me another season of Vice Principals.
I don't know. I like this better than Vice Principals.
I like Vice Principals way better than this.
Vice Principals was funny, but still.
I mean, I like Baby Billy, and he's the whole reason I'm watching this show. But I don't know where this season's going.
I don't know. To be honest, I'm not really anything with Danny McBride or Walton Goggins. I'm probably going to watch it.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But them together is just absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, I agree. They are a really funny duo. They are somebody who has fantastic chemistry, like comedic wise.
Yeah,
they have very good comedic chemistry. I love that. And it's shown time and time again whenever they work together in different.
I wouldn't
comedies.
be mad if they made a completely different comedy series together.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic. I don't care what it is, I'd watch it.
Yeah.
That they could play a married couple, I'd watch it. And like, you know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to say about this? 'Cause there wasn't a lot that happened in this either. Yeah, it doesn't really propel the story in any certain direction like the other seasons have. I know we're only 3 episodes deep.
Yeah, but none of these episodes have really propelled the story
in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah. I mean, he got into it with his church rival and had some people burn his churches down.
Yeah, but
that was at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
And then he's getting jealous of his son looking up to his dad.
His dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing really going on here. Like, at least in the past season, we at least had
him getting mad about the mustaches. I had a mustache
Oh
first.
my gosh, yes. It's like, I had a mustache before you. It's like, no, you copied me.
Yeah.
No.
Maybe, like in the hospital, he's like, well, maybe they'll have to cut his mustache off.
That's some stupid stuff you'd say.
Yeah,
you know that,
maybe,
right?
Yeah, maybe they'd have
cut
to
his mustache off.
Maybe just cut his mustache off, you know. Maybe that's the only way they're going to be able to save him, cut his mustache off.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to the next episode, but I really would like the story to be pointed in a certain direction. You know what I mean?
Or just more Baby Billy.
Or more. I don't care if you don't give me any story, as long as you give me a full episode of Baby Billy.
Yeah.
Just give me a day in the life of Baby Billy.
There'll come a payday.
I always want the next episode to open up with that.
Yeah.
And finish with misbehaving.
Yeah.
Like, that's all I want. But anything else you want to say about this?
No.
All right, we're going to move on to Daredevil.
Oh, all right.
Tell me what you think about these 2 episodes.
Well, I enjoyed the 5th episode. It was nice because, like...
It was a filler episode.
It was a filler episode. Like
it was a good filler episode.
It was a good filler episode. Wasn't really just going anywhere, though.
I
think it was just trying to show how much that Matt Murdock really wanted to just get back into his Daredevil role.
And it done a good job of showing the abilities of Daredevil. We
Yeah.
already know he has, super hearing and everything. But him cracking the safe, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, and then just because he was already out of the bank.
Yeah.
Like, if he didn't want to be a vigilante anymore,
He could have just kept walking.
He could have just kept walking. He could have had somebody call the police. Like, it would have been, like, if he didn't want to be a vigilante anymore, he could have just left it alone.
It showed that he's easing back into it.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm going to talk about here in a minute, though. But I love how...
Also, at the end of that episode, like, they get into the vault, they take that gem or whatever. How in the world is that bank manager or whatever supposed to explain how he got that gem back without incriminating himself? Like, it was in my candy dish. Like, what do you want? No, it was in my candy dish.
You know how he does it? Hires Matt Murdock.
Yeah.
Boom, saved his firm.
Yeah.
He don't need a loan no more. I love how...
Well, he did throw it up in the air and they lost it. He could have just said, "Oh, it landed in my candy bowl" when he threw it.
Yeah. Miss Marvel. Yeah, Miss Marvel was referenced.
Yeah, a bunch in that episode.
Because her dad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like how they're connecting everything. Like,
Yeah.
the fact that this was a Netflix series before it was a Disney series, but it is supposed to take place now in the MCU. I love how there's, like, subtle connections like that.
Yeah. But I just noticed them saying a lot more things that, like, had this show still been on Netflix, would have surprised them.
Right.
Yeah, like, he wasn't even wearing the amulet that gave him power. You know, nobody bats an eye. But what he just said, an amulet, like a steroid amulet? What?
You're right.
Because in the original series, like, that amulet gives him power. That would have been like the whole series.
Yeah, that'd have been the whole concept of the series.
Yeah, just like trying to get that amulet.
Now, we also got to talk about episode 4. Because that wasn't out by the time. We didn't review it.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about that Punisher monologue.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me that's not the greatest monologue in the MCU.
Yeah, that probably was the best monologue in the MCU I can think of.
It is so good.
It is. Honestly, it gave me the same, almost. Well, no, it gave me more chills than Wolverine, bitching Daredevil out in the car.
You mean Deadpool?
Yeah, Deadpool.
No, I agree. It gave me more chills, and it hit.
It really.
Whenever
hit.
he says, "How about Foggy? Did he get life?"
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude! And whenever Matt turns around, he says, "He got life," and he said, "How about Foggy? Did he get life?"
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Like you could really feel every bit of the emotion.
The hair stood up on the back of my neck. At that moment, I realized John Bernthal is not going to water down the Punisher. He is going to bring it.
Yeah.
And
I'm really glad they didn't try and have him retired. Like he wasn't wearing the skull or anything.
But he wasn't retired.
Yeah,
he was straight up being like, "Yeah, I still kill people."
Yeah.
Like he admitted it. Like he's like, "I do what I do, you do what you do."
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And he was like, "You didn't come here to ask me questions. You came here to get my permission."
Yes. And
like he still talks to you, don't he? Don't he?
Oh, dude, listen, I teared up a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, a show's going to evokes real emotion from you. Whenever he said that I still hear my little boy, and he says, "Daddy, get him," I teared up a little bit. I was like, that's the saddest thing ever, and that's what makes him him.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, that was sad. Yeah, just a fantastic scene by both of them.
Yeah.
Like, and we're giving a lot of credit to John Bernthal, but Charlie Cox, whenever he turned and he had that little outburst where he yelled, "But he got life." You felt it in that too. You felt the voice crack, the emotion, the sadness.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He got life, but even they both know that like that's not good enough.
Yes, because the Punisher knows that Daredevil knows it's not good enough.
Yeah, because
he doesn't want
to kill him because he threw him off the building.
Right, and he knows the Punisher was right all along, but he can't admit it because he's on this whole righteous thing.
Yeah,
but
I'm not going to be a vigilante no more. I'm done with this.
But he wants to admit to the Punisher, "You were right. I should have killed that guy.
Yeah.
I should have killed him back when I was fighting him in the penthouse, like with Fisk. I should have killed him then." Oh my God, dude. He's thinking if I would have just killed him from the get-go, like the Punisher said in the season, like he's been preaching this whole time, Foggy would still be alive. Oh my gosh, and you feel it in that dialogue.
Yeah.
Writers of the show, give him a cookie.
I think he's gonna come close to slipping in, and then Foggy's just gonna come in.
Dude.
I think he's gonna come real close to slipping and killing somebody, and then Foggy's gonna be like, "No, Matt, don't be doing that."
If Foggy comes back this season, I think it'll make that monologue mean less to me.
I don't know. It still means the same because like they both.
Yeah, I guess they both believe it. Can we also talk about for a second? Did you know John Bernthal rejected coming back as a Punisher 3 times?
Yeah, because they wouldn't do it right.
They would. Yeah, because he said that the script was a watered down version of the Punisher, and he refused to do it.
Yeah, no, you can't water down the Punisher.
That's my dude right there. If we talked about it last episode, he's the one to portray this character the best.
And just like how quick he can just project rage.
Oh, be calm 1 minute and then just be screaming the next with that raspy Punisher voice.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like how when he just walked in, he just immediately.
You heard the classic yell and just charging at him. Oh my gosh! Or whenever they're talking, they're kind of getting heated, and Daredevil kind of like doesn't smack, but kind of pushes him.
Yeah.
Like does his thing. He says, "I apologize." Like it shows you how.
No, he punched him in the face.
Did he punch him? I thought.
Yeah, he punched him in the face. He said, "I'm sorry. I apologize." He said, "That's the first honest thing you did."
Yeah. Again. Who's writing this dialogue? Like, because
oh my God, this just makes me not be able to wait for the special.
Oh, I know.
Punisher special.
I know, and Punisher's one of the top 3 best characters in the MCU, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and this just made me so excited for
yeah
John Bernthal to actually. He needs his own series. I know he got it through Netflix. Nah, he needs it right now in the MCU through Disney.
Yeah, he needs another. He needs another season, like Daredevil got.
Yeah, just like Daredevil got, but I'm in need of a Punisher one in a bad way. And give me full blown Punisher just like he was in the last season, setting up meetings between drug dealers just to mow them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. But sorry that we went on a tangent on that one.
All right. So
best episode so far, I think.
Yeah, that was just because of that.
Yeah.
Monologue right there.
Oh, 100%. That's what the whole episode.
Dialogue.
Yeah. Well, the Punisher's monologue was the whole spiel he gave, and then the whole dialogue between back and forth. Yeah. But the big thing, he finally suited up.
Yeah. So it doesn't show him suiting up, which, like, Muse takes the White Tiger's niece.
Yeah.
And he's like working on her, and the mom's called Matt Murdock and everything like that. And it just shows him walking into a room, right? And then it goes back to Muse down in his little laboratory, like just taking her blood and stuff. And he's like nobody can find this guy, right? And then like he's working on her, and then next thing you know, Muse just stops. He turns around, he walks out, and he sees a train go by. And as he's watching the train like clear the distance, you just see Daredevil.
we should say spoilers. Sorry.
Yes. No, it's you can stream it.
Yeah.
Like,
oh yeah.
But you just see Daredevil sprinting, just like out of the freaking train. Like, it doesn't show him like suiting up. It doesn't show him trying to find him. He's just down this train tunnel, just sprinting.
And throws that.
Like that killed me. I died laughing because he's just sprinting like out of nowhere. Like, it wasn't like he just pops in out of nowhere.
No, he was
like he didn't pop in like Batman. Like, you've seen him coming from a mile away. He's just
and you just stood there.
Yeah, he's like, what?
He was so thrown off guard.
What?
I love seeing him swing because it did show him swinging on one of the buildings. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
What I think was the coolest way to do this, the fact that they had Daredevil's fight with Muse and Kingpin's fight with what was the guy's name? Adam in sync. They were
to show that they was stepping back in.
They were both stepping into their roles at the same moment, and not only that, they were using the same moves. When Daredevil slams that guy on the or Muse on the table, Kingpin slams Adam on the table. When he goes to hit him on the table, Kingpin goes to hit him on the table.
Yeah,
like they are both sleeping in, and it's also showing that they're not that different. Like, Daredevil can toe the line between vigilante and criminal, and Kingpin has never really given it up. That was a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah.
Like, and we're going to see, I think, next episode, the Kingpin is fully back. Like, I think he's going to be fully back. Like, I said in the first time we reviewed it that my biggest concern was they're going to water down the Kingpin.
No, I don't think he's going to be fully back until like maybe the end of this episode, maybe next episode. Whenever he hears that Daredevil's back and he can't do nothing to get him under control.
Right. So in the comics, whenever he forms the anti-vigilante task force, he actually hires some supervillains to do it. And I believe there's an iteration where he hires the Thunderbolts to do it at some point. So that might be pretty cool. Because, I mean, it is in the same. It is taking place in New York.
Yeah.
And that's where Avengers Tower is, which is where that lady with the Thunderbolts is going to be. So,
yeah.
Maybe that we'll see that in the future. That'd be pretty cool.
Maybe.
I am excited to see his anti-vigilante task force because I know he's going to give them. He's giving them the task shoot to kill.
Yeah.
So like that's going to be really cool. I think once he hears Daredevil's back, we're going to see Kingpin come back in full Kingpin. I can't believe it took him 6 episodes to be in his episode.
Yeah, I know. That's like a common thing in the series.
Do you understand? We have went 2.5 seasons. No Daredevil episode or no Daredevil costume. All season 1.
Well, he was in it in She-Hulk.
Okay, yeah, he was in She-Hulk for 5 minutes, but
he was in the first episode, and then he's like, "All right, hey, fuck, he's dead. I can't do this no more."
Yeah, but we were for the first full first season and full third season. He wasn't in the costume. Then it took him 6 episodes to get back into. That is a running theme, and it's getting tiring.
It is getting very old.
So I'm glad to see him back. Like, hopefully he sticks with it.
Don't we got like 16 episodes though?
I think so.
At least we got like 10 more episodes where he's.
Yeah.
If he gives up the suit in this season, I'm gonna be really mad. If he gives up the suit again,
Next episode, he's like, I can't do this anymore.
like, oh god, that felt good. It's like trying to quit smoking. You're just like, okay, this is the last time.
The last time putting that on. I think the Kingpin is also going to kill his assistant, the boy. Can't remember his name in real life. The son of the guy who played Tony Soprano.
Michael Gandolfini.
Yes, I think he's going to kill him eventually. It's giving me strong Penguin and that one kid vibes.
I kind of think that it's his illegitimate child.
Ooh, that would be.
I kind of think that because doesn't he have a kid
I don't.
in some of the comics?
I think so.
Because I know he had one in No Way Home. And he's like trying to find a version, not No Way Home, but the Spider-Verse movies.
Yeah.
He's trying to like find a version of his wife and son that didn't hate him.
Yeah. I don't remember any comics where he was a kid. I'm sure there is, but as much Spider-Man content as I've read, I don't think I've really read a lot of the Kingpin. The storylines I've read of the Kingpin is where like Spider-Man lost his mind, tried to kill the Kingpin. Those are the ones that really stick out to me. I don't remember if he has a son. I have to look into that.
Because that really makes sense on why he looks up to him so much.
Right. And why he let him get away with what he got away with. Like him.
I don't think Kingpin knows.
What do you mean?
I don't think Kingpin knows that he's his son.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I think he might.
I think how they're gonna find out, how everybody's gonna find out is his assistant, the mayoral assistant or whatever. Yeah. I think she's gonna look into it.
I'm glad that.
Or that girl he's been talking to, the BB reporter.
She might uncover it. I don't know. I think Kingpin will know it, but he'll be trying to hide it.
Some people might like it. Some people don't. I keep getting confused because I think they're ads. Her reports.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about that. I think they're pretty cool.
I feel like those would be cool in a video game.
I think they'd
like for loading screens or something.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really want to see that in the show because I keep thinking they're ads. It's like, all right, it's an ad. I'm gonna play on my phone for a minute.
And then you realize,
like, oh wait, no, he's talking about what, Daredevil? Oh shit.
They said, let me rewind that. I'm glad Muse got away though, because I didn't want him to be a one and done villain.
Did he get away?
Yeah. Daredevil, after he saved that girl, he turned around and he was gone.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he got away because I was really hoping he wasn't just a one and done villain.
Yeah.
But I mean, Daredevil does kind of beat him easily in the comics. Like he does, but he doesn't.
I mean, he beat him pretty easily.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to get the upper hand on him somehow if he wants to continue to be a villain, because I don't want him to be a one and done villain.
I think he's just going to be really hard to find.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting what he's doing, mixing the blood with the paint and painting. Yeah. That's really cool. Concept. He said he had 60 victims.
Could be more.
That's wild. But anything else you want to say about Daredevil?
I'm hoping that Frank's going to be in it more.
Yeah, I don't see him being more in it, but I would love to see more episodes.
As much as they're throwing his symbol around,
you'd think he'd be in it more.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to happen with that. I want this anti-vigilante task force to come in, and one of their targets be the Punisher, because he's not stopped being the Punisher.
Yeah.
And they just get absolutely wrecked, and they also wreck Daredevil, and so Daredevil goes to Frank and is like, "Hey, we need to team up. You know what I mean? I need your help taking down Fisk."
I don't think Daredevil, like, he's always going to try and talk to Frank like, don't kill him.
Yeah.
But no, I'm killing him.
Yeah.
I don't know how that team up's going to go. Because the last time they teamed up, he didn't even ask Frank for help. Frank was just on another building, just sniping.
Yeah, so I agree with that. I don't know how the team up would go, but I would love to see the team up by the end of this. I know it won't happen because it's a Daredevil show, but I would love to see by the end they're hunting Frank and him, and Frank is helping him take down Fisk. And then that would be a great segue into the Punisher special.
I think they should mention something about maybe trying to hunt Spider-Man down.
That would be cool because
like they say, all right, we're going to focus on Punisher and Daredevil right now because we don't have what it takes to get the web slinger or something like that.
Yeah, I'd be all right with that because
Spider-Man, like he could just
Spider-Man's there. He's in New York,
yeah,
with them. I don't know why they haven't mentioned him.
They have.
When
Fisk got elected, he's like, we don't need vigilantes with horns or a skull or a spider on their chest running around.
Did he?
Yeah, he mentioned Spider-Man.
Oh shoot, I did not catch that.
Yeah, he mentioned Spider-Man. He mentioned something about a spider running around New York.
Okay, I'm okay with that. That's okay, but I would like to see more of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I just want Spider-Man. I just want to show random civilians and see Spider-Man just whip behind them.
Right, like and it's like a blink and you miss it kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, no, I'd be all right with that. But this series is getting really good, really quick. Like, and I'm not saying it didn't start off strong, but
No, it had a very strong start.
yeah, and it just keeps getting better in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Now, I believe they said episode 6 was their favorite, so next episode should be one where we watch Charlie Cox's favorite and the guy who plays Kingpin. I think they said episode 6 was their favorite. So,
Episode 6.
oh, that was the Muse episode, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's all down here.
It's all downhill from here. But anything else you want to say about this?
No.
It was great. I love Daredevil, and I can't wait to see what the rest holds. Next and last, we have Novacaine. So, rate Novacaine out of 5. What you got on it?
Let me give it a 3.5.
Same. I didn't think we'd see eye to eye on that.
I really like it. It was a pretty good movie.
I liked it. I thought it was really good. You want to tell me what you thought about it first?
Don't really see this type of movie a lot.
No.
Like this is something new and interesting, and I completely support that because I'm honestly getting really tired of remakes.
Reboots, remakes, and sequels.
Yeah.
That's all they want, and I agree with you, brother. I hate... Excuse over just a little bit. I hate, like, most reboots, sequels. Like, I agree. The internet likes to complain about reboots, remakes, and sequels. But then no one wants to go watch these movies.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like Mickey 17 and Novacaine. Like, they did all right. They didn't have a fantastic opening weekend.
Yeah, I mean, these are all new classics.
Yeah, oh yeah. 10 years from now, people are going to be talking about Novacaine.
Yeah.
Like, it'll go down as a classic.
It's its own thing. Like,
Absolutely. I will say about the movie itself, the fact, again, spoilers ahead, the fact that they had the love interest in on it, I hated that.
I thought that was kind of cool.
Honestly, that dropped it down a bit for me because I just wanted her to be like someone who was really interested in him. I know she ended up being really interested in him, but I did not like that fact. I did not like that reveal. I thought that was cheesy and kind of a cheap twist.
I wouldn't say a cheap twist. I mean,
I think it was a cheap twist.
no.
But what's your thoughts on this movie? And, like, what else?
Jack Quaid, he's honestly really good in everything he's in.
He's taken over. He's in everything nowadays.
Yeah, he's getting to be.
And rightfully so. Like, acting is in that family's blood.
Yeah.
Because, what's his dad's name?
Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid. Fantastic actor.
His mom is Meg Ryan.
Who's that?
She's in a couple of 80s movies, 90s.
I know the name, but I'm terrible with names and faces.
I can't remember.
I'm sure if I saw her, I'd recognize her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I absolutely love him. Like, The Boys is the greatest thing he's ever done. The Companion is fantastic. He was in the new Scream, and he was one of the best parts of Scream, in my opinion. He really brought charisma to that role that he was in. So, and no different from this. Like, he's good, he's believable, and you actually really like this character.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is because of Jack Quaid.
Yeah, he also voices Superman in My Adventures with Superman.
I remember you telling me about that. That's awesome. The concept for this movie, wild. Somebody who can't feel pain.
Yeah, and
I love when they're sitting in the diner and she's like, "Here, have a piece of pie." And he's like, "I can't." And she's like, "Why?" He said, I can't feel it, and I'll probably bite my tongue off." The whole movie, you're waiting for him to bite his tongue off.
Yeah, it never happens.
Yeah, I remember you lean over me in the theater, like, at the very end, he takes a bite of something, you lean over and say, "This is where he bites his tongue off." And then the credits just roll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. I will say this, too. I think we both agree on this.
Like, it's just crazy, like, the things that he had to do in his life just to make sure he didn't hurt himself.
Right.
Like, he had to put those little Play-Doh balls on the tips of his pencil.
Yep.
He had to put a stopper on his shower.
Yep.
All kinds of different crazy things. Like, he literally couldn't eat nothing. He had to eat everything through a blender.
Yeah, because he couldn't chew or he'd bite his tongue off.
And he just tattoos himself.
Yeah, dude, listen, if I couldn't feel no pain, I would tattoo myself. Like, that would be awesome. But I'm a sucker for needles. I don't like needles. Yeah. But
I feel like his first, like, he would just really screw up his tattoos and just, like, start stabbing into himself. Like, it won't wrap.
The scene at the end where they go to the warehouse, and I think we both agree on this. I think we were both like, "Oh, that's how it's going to end."
Yeah.
And then it had a whole, like, surprise third act.
Yeah.
Which was awesome.
Yeah, honestly, my rating on that movie was going to be really low if that was how it ended.
Mine was sitting at a 2.5 at that point.
Yeah.
I was like 2.5 for this movie. And then they took it on a wild goose chase, like a high-speed chase, and a whole nice action fight scene where he has a broke arm.
Yeah, and he just stabs his broken arm through her brother's skull.
He has a bone sticking out of his arm that's hanging off and just stabs the main character or main bad guy with it.
Yeah.
That was a creative kill.
And this whole time, he's got this online friend that he thinks is like this total biker badass.
Because they play video games together, and he's like, I ride a Harley. I'm 6'5". I got a ponytail.
I look like Jason Momoa.
I look like Jason Momoa. And then he meets him in real life, and it's the guy who played Ned in Spider-Man. Bald, and he's on a scooter.
Yeah.
He's like, I thought you said you look like Jason Momoa.
Yeah. He said, I look like a Jason Momoa type.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's a very specific type.
Yeah, that is a very specific type. I thought they had to have this scene too, because the scene where he goes to the brother's house and it's booby trapped, they had to have that scene to show how much he couldn't feel pain.
Yeah, like why
is somebody booby trapping their house?
Yeah, why are you booby trapping your house?
And then you have him going through and he's like getting shot in the leg with arrows.
Yeah.
And a ball falls out like a spike ball falls out of the ceiling. Yeah. I thought one of the coolest things in the movie was when he goes to that tattoo shop. He's talking to that guy and he breaks the mirror and he punches the glass against the glass in his knuckles and just cuts that guy's eye with it.
Okay, by that point, he didn't care what he was doing to his body. Like, he was trying to be careful.
Yeah.
Like throughout this movie, you're slowly watching him care less and less what he does to himself.
Yeah.
Because, like, by the time he gets the tattoo artist down on the ground, he just grabs a tattoo gun and just...
tattoos that guy's address on him.
Yeah, just...
You know he's catching diseases.
Yeah.
Like, there ain't no way you stab somebody with your arm
Yeah,
bone.
he was sitting there rubbing it all over his neck, tattooing his neck and whatnot.
And then he just tattoos his hand with it. It's
Yeah.
like, bro, you have something now.
Like, yeah, and then he stabbed somebody with his own bone arm.
Yeah, you know you caught something because that guy didn't look like the cleanliest guy neither.
Yeah. That was
Jack Nicholson's son. Yeah, that's awesome. Like, I love to see him in things because, like, I love Jack Nicholson, and Jack Nicholson's done acting.
Yeah.
He was in Smile, and we didn't get to see a lot of him in Smile, but we got to see a lot of him in this movie, and he's going to be a great actor. Like, I don't know if he's new, but I ain't seen a lot of stuff he's in.
Yeah.
And he continues doing what he's doing, and he's going to be a fantastic actor. But honestly, Novacaine is a thrill ride that is very unique, and I encourage everyone to go watch that movie.
Yeah, it's a great movie. You really need to go watch it. own thing.
Yeah.
It's not a remake, reboot, or anything like that.
Unique story, great cast, just a fun time. But it's about a guy who can't feel no pain.
And he's trying to save a girl he fell in love with.
Yeah, who gets held in hostage during a bank robbery, and she gets taken hostage by the bank robbers.
Yeah. And
great concept, again, and it couldn't have been portrayed any better by Jack Quaid.
Yeah, no, it was a really good movie.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this movie?
No, I'm good.
Alrighty. So next week I will be finishing Dragon Ball for sure. I had some things come up this week. I just couldn't do it. We will be reviewing Gotham. We will be reviewing the season finale Reacher, new episode of Gemstones, new episodes of Daredevil. We're going to try to get to them. There's 3 movies out that we're going to try to get the movies to watch with a priority on 2 of them. We're going to try to watch A Working Man, Death of a Unicorn, and The Woman in the Yard, with a heavy priority on A Working Man and Death of a Unicorn.
Yep.
And there's also a new show that we will be reviewing that came out this past week. We didn't get a chance to watch the episodes yet, but we're going to watch them and review them next week. It's called The Studio with Seth Rogen.
Yep. And so big episode next week. So make sure to tune in.
Yep, big episode. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching The Working Man. I know you said
it's the same movie.
It's the same movie. But they're good movies. Yeah, whatever.
I would like to see how he works in this job description.
I would like to see how he's a construction worker instead of a beekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to A Death of a Unicorn too. I love Paul Rudd. I love Jenna Ortega. And it's made, if I'm not mistaken, it's made by A24. And they either make a hit or miss. I either love their stuff or hate it. And I think it's a really cool and outlandish concept for a movie. So I'm really horror movie about a mama unicorn coming and killing killing their baby.
I don't think you're gonna like it.
I think I'm gonna like it.
Right.
If anything, I will like Paul Rudd. So.
All right. So like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week.
Later.